Get your popcorn and your Cher doll ready. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 moments from Will and Grace.
I'm your son.
Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're looking at the best, funniest, and most memorable moments from this American sitcom.
Attention, Republicans! Beverly Leslie is a homosexual. I repeat, Beverly Leslie is a homosexual.
Number 10. Will and Kevin are footloose.
It's time to fight. Well, it's time for tearing free.
Watching Kevin Bacon dance to Footloose will never get old. In one of Jack's many stalking incidents, we watch him as he watches Mr. Kevin Bacon and inadvertently pulls Will into it. When they're caught in the act, Jack throws Will under the bus by claiming that his friend is the stalker Bacon has been looking for.
What are you doing, man?
I found your stalker.
Bacon brings Will inside his house to get the full explanation, which ends with the most epic version of Bacon's famous Footloose dance outside of the 1984 film. While that may have been decades ago, this episode shows that Bacon's clearly still got it.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Number 9. Jack marries Rosario.
I'm nervous, Will. I can't live without Rosario.
Rosario is Miss Karen's long-suffering maid, but she's about to get kicked out of the country if she doesn't get a green card. So in walks Jack McFarlane to save the day.
But I mean, her groom-to-be would have to be a U.S. citizen with no ties, someone who's available but, not looking for a romantic entanglement.
Hey, guys, look.
The two have to convince the authorities that they're in a legitimate relationship, and so comes the sound of wedding bells. Jack has done a lot of stupid things in his lifetime, but marrying Rosario so that she can stay in our lives was one of the smartest decisions he's ever made. We love Rosario, and we love that she and Jack became bound to each other for life.
Today, Rosario and Jack take their first step on the road to true intimacy.
Shut up, you guys.
Number 8. Amber-Louise and Jack are co-hosts on Jack Talk.
This is so exciting. I haven't been on TV since I was a little girl, and that was because our neighbor shot his wife.
It's Britney, bitch, but this time she's a Southern, ultra-conservative Christian named Amber-Louise. Or at least that's what she wants people to think.
If you question our president, then you're a dirty traitor.
Right-wingers have bought the Out TV network and hired Britney Spears' Amber-Louise to co-host Jack Talk as part of a revamp. Little do they or Jack know, however, Amber-Louise is actually a hardcore lesbian with her own agenda.
My real name is Peg, and I'm a hardcore lesbian. I'm into leather play, butch black girls, skunking, pulling the blinds, and poodle balling.
We can't get enough of Britney, and her acting is spot on. Jack and Grace had previously paid homage to her before in another memorable moment.
Oops, I did it again. I played with your heart, got lost in the game. Oh, baby, baby.
Number 7. Jack acts straight and makes out with Karen.
This is Karen, the old ball and chain.
I used to dig chicks.
The amount of tongue involved in this moment is next level. Jack crashes a party for former homosexuals so that he can talk to a guy he has a crush on.
He's a big fat flamer. He's in love with me.
And he brings along good old faithful Karen to maintain the ruse that he's straight. While this might sound awkward, one thing's for sure. Jack and Karen sure know how to make out.
Me, I like the ladies. Right, babe?
It seems like a good 10 seconds before they come up for air, and it's a moment we cannot get out of our heads, no matter how hard we try. There have been many Karen and Jack makeout scenes, but this one was the best, and probably the longest.
Wow, that is just a beautiful thing to see.
Number 6. Jack comes out to his mom.
You do that just to save us from the monster? That's the kind of friend I am.
Yeah, I thought it might be because you haven't told your mother you're gay.
For all the laughs and physical comedy that come with Will and Grace, they also have really important episodes for and about the LGBTIQ community. Case in point, this season 2 episode in which it's discovered that Jack's mom has no idea that he's gay.
Mom, I'm gay.
It's a moment of both self-acceptance and hilarity that is beautifully played out.
You were a child, you were overly fond of the nursery rhyme, Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub.
It also prompts Mrs. McFarlane to drop a bombshell of her own, after which Jack drops to the floor. Both revelations cement this episode as one for the books.
The man you think is your father is not your father.
What?
Number 5. Jack and Karen's slap off.
Would you take it easy?
Don't tell me to take it easy.
Jack and Karen are arguably the best part of this show. And what makes this duo extra funny to watch is when they get physical. Karen is known to give a good slap, but Jack is not scared to give one right back to her. In one particularly slapstick moment in which Karen isn't allowed alcohol and Jack isn't allowed coffee, they find themselves consistently hitting each other back and forth. Suffice it to say, it's comedy gold. And while it's only one of many slap-offs involving Karen, the way the twosome stops the fight is just the cherry on the sundae.
Look, the only way we're gonna get through this is if we support each other, all right?
Maybe you're right. I guess we can get our mind off of things by touching each other inappropriately.
Good idea.
Number 4. Will and Grace's big fight.
Get out! Damn, Leo's good.
As much as this episode hurt our hearts, it had one hell of a final moment. When Grace asks Will to wait another month before they try and have a baby again, Will decides he is over waiting for Grace.
Oh, I can't believe this! This is only the most important thing we've ever done together, and you flake out on me? I don't know why that's surprising. You're a flake!
They go from talking about the baby to shouting and screaming about each other's faults.
You are a control freak. All I asked for was 1 month. 1 month to see where this is going.
It ends with Will throwing Grace out of the apartment, breaking our hearts in the process. We gotta take our hats off to Deborah Messing and Eric McCormick for their superb performances here. This one really did a number on us.
Get out of here.
Go to hell!
No, I mean it. I want you out of here in 2 weeks. You don't live here anymore.
Number 3. 80s flashback. Will and Grace are dating.
I'm so into those earrings.
In this episode, we're transported back to the 1980s when Will and Grace were dating in college, and we get to see the twosome in a very different light. Will is obviously hiding his true sexuality, and Grace is so head over heels in love that she ignores all the signs.
Are you
I'm
hungry?
gay. What?
Are you
I'm
hungry?
gay.
The music, the era, and the hairstyles all make for a collection of laugh-out-loud moments. Then there's Grace's mom, played by Debbie Reynolds, who makes another appearance and is divine with her song and dance. But most of all, who can forget what Jack McFarlane looked like back then?
Me, in love with you.
Number 2. Grace's water bra leaks.
Look at those massive jugs.
It's a known fact that Grace is not well endowed in the chest area, as this is constantly brought up on the show.
Yeah, Will's right. These are definitely smaller.
In order to make her appear bigger than she is, she wears a water bra. We all know what's about to happen, right?
Hello, kitties. What's with that?
It's a hydro bra.
Disaster strikes while Grace is on a date at an art gallery. But don't worry, Will is there to save the day. This is yet another example of great physical comedy that kills us each and every time.
Will, what are you doing?
I think you've sprung a leak.
What are you talking about?
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Husbands come and go, but the Chanel slingback is forever.
Santa Maria!
I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy that can give me that.
Oh, honey, come on, let me try. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that.
Number 1. Jack meets Cher.
This Cher thing is out of control.
Over the years, many a diva has appeared on Will and Grace, but none can compare to the goddess of pop, Cher. At a restaurant, Cher overhears Jack talking to his doll that's named Cher.
You know, dude, it is a little weird that you're talking to my doll.
But she butts into his conversation, and he mistakes her for a drag queen.
I don't think I need a drag queen to define normal behavior.
He then gives her a few vocal lessons. If we could turn back time, we would certainly watch this again and again.
And I can turn back down. Down.
Oh, and good on Cher for being such a good sport and helping to make this one of the funniest moments on TV.
Snap out of it.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.